Hello there, my name is James and this is Convo, encouraging conversations that matter. Convo is a platform that promotes and seeks to improve the welfare of our society by ensuring that we have a thriving community. This time aloud, we're going to be dealing with the issue of children. You know what? Jesus loves children. At some point, the children wanted to meet and greet Jesus, but his disciples were limiting them. And so Jesus told disciples, let the children come to me, because children are very, very important to God. Joining me is Mr. Francis Muchiri. Mr. Francis Muchiri is the husband and the father of 3 children. Become the perfect candidate for me to even encourage this kind of conversation. He also is a principal of Ahadi Presbyterian school with over 800 children. You know what? That's amazing. And because you're talking about children, become the perfect candidate to help me advance this conversation. And at this point, I want to allow him to just say to us, hi to us, and welcome. Welcome, Mr. Muchiri.
Welcome very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Yes.
And I'm glad to have you. And also to share the experiences.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And welcoming us to your office and actually allowing us to have this conversation.
It is
wonderful
having you.
We are pleased. So, Mr. Muchiri, just to start off, I would love you to tell me where did the passion for children come from?
I would say all my life I found myself interacting. I grew up as a child, and when I grew up, I found myself interacting and having that joy serving these young ones.
Okay.
Especially after secondary school, I found the children in the village coming so that I can tuition them. I can caution them.
Yes.
Giving them what we call caution or a remedial classes. I also became a Sunday school teacher.
Wow.
Because it happens, we have a church within the compound. My grandmother donated us a compound where a church is built.
Okay.
So I became a Sunday school teacher by default.
By default, okay.
Yes.
All right. Wow.
So that interaction has really developed that passion for children. And I know nothing else apart from being a teacher. And therefore interacting with children is my everyday thing.
And you are currently having over 800 pupils.
Yes, precisely. We have 850 pupils. Yes, and the journey is still on.
You know, that's a big number.
Yeah.
That's a big number. And maybe I would love you to tell us, how do you ensure that the school is actually a safe space for children to learn, to share, and actually grow?
Safety is one of the key issues that we must address.
Yes.
And especially so that we can teach these children. Without safety, no learning can take place.
Sure.
So I am privileged to be working in a church-sponsored school. This school is sponsored by PCA Kenyatta Road.
Okay.
Who is also the owner. The church is also the owner of the school.
Okay.
And one way is to ensure that safety is not only about the structure, the ground, the classroom, the resources, but the safety I want to major on is ensuring that children have a fallback.
Sure.
A place they can identify with. Because the staff is key to providing and ensuring that children have a way to open up to them.
Yes, sure.
And especially with the current generation where there are so many social issues, psychological issues that are affecting children.
Yes.
Just like adults are facing hard time, children equally, in fact, are the worst hit because they do not understand what is happening. So we have a safe environment in Ahadi where teachers are people who are God-fearing and largely the staff, not only the teachers. We ensure most of our children are dropped to their homes when it comes to transportation, because you know the dangers that comes along with children, trafficking. The roads are not very safe. We also have classrooms that are good environment to handle those children. The facilities we use So I would say we have a safe place for children in Ahadi. And my key area I would point out is that rapport amongst the children and the staff.
And the staff, okay.
If you come around and find those children with the teachers, including me and the deputies, you would feel like you will see the warmth and feel the warmth.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow. You know, when you talk about the psychological issues that are facing children, it reminds me of something that I learned some time back, that children do have emotions too.
Yes, they are human beings.
Yes.
They start having emotions right from the day they are born. That is why they cry.
Yes.
Because they are expressing their emotions.
Yes.
The human development starts from 0.
Yes.
So it doesn't matter that this is a 3-year child who comes in playgroup. They have emotions.
Yes.
And they react to issues just like adults do. Worst for them.
Yes.
They don't have the control. For us, we can understand what is happening.
Yes.
For us, we can understand that the weather is hot, so we reserve.
Yes.
For them, they cry. So we have to agree and be acknowledge and accommodate that those children the way they are and address. So we have to provide an enabling environment
for them. Amazing.
Yeah.
Great. So tell me, what is your greatest joy working with children?
They are honest.
They're honest.
The honesty in children is just amazing.
It's on another level.
If they are happy, they will show it. If they are not happy, they will not reserve from telling you.
Okay.
So you get feedback, pap. And for them, it is never censored. Hakuna kujifanya. So for them, they will always, I love a genuine life. And that genuineness is so evident in young children.
Yes.
I have qualification to even teach in secondary school. But my preference is to stay in primary school.
Wow.
Because I feel I belong.
Okay.
They make me, they also nurture me. You will never come to school and go home annoyed. Because in a minute or some hours, you've just forgotten.
Yes.
They are angels. They brighten your day. Yes.
Okay.
So they are great people.
Wow. Great. Now, talk to me about CBC. What's your opinion about the new curriculum?
A very timely curriculum.
Yes.
That is coming to address major gaps that have been there in the education sector.
Yes.
And CBC is doing great. If you interact with children, I have a privilege to be dealing with grade 6 downwards, which is under CBC.
Yes.
Standard 7 and 8.
Okay.
The difference is like
huge.
White and black. The students are self-driven. They have competencies. They are able to do stuff. But in class 7 and 8, our emphasis is when in teachers, we go to take information to those children. But when it comes to CBC, it is really working on skills and competencies. And the talents, the gifting a child has.
Okay.
So we have been able to see a lot being nurtured.
Okay.
And coming out after nurturing them and exposing them. You can see they're exposing those talents. And I would really vouch that we adopt and embrace CBC.
Okay.
Regardless of the challenges that are coming along with it. We believe that it is an ongoing debate, and these teething problems will be addressed with time.
Wow, amazing. On the issue of CBC, I want you to help me understand the role of, I know you know mentorship, and we cannot underemphasize the importance of mentorship, especially to the growing generation, to the younger generation. So how do you, even as you incorporate CBC, how do you incorporate mentorship? And how can teachers be on the forefront in terms of mentoring their children?
The crafters of the curriculum had mentorship in mind. James for you to be what you are,
yes,
somebody pushed you,
sure,
mentored you.
Sure.
We are lacking people to push us to achieve what we can.
Destined for you.
And so we remain timid, worried, confused, yet we have the abilities.
Yes.
The gap between what you possess as abilities and actualizing who you are,
Yes.
the purpose for which God created you, is a mentor. The gap between the two
Yes.
is a mentor.
Mentor, yeah.
And the crafters of this system are positioning a teacher as a mentor who works with the learner,
Yes.
identifies their abilities, nurtures them,
Yes.
and then places. When we got to Form 2, we had to select if to do history, social ethics,
Yes. Yes.
or the kind selections of subjects.
Yes. Yes.
What informed that is
Uh-huh.
what you're able to achieve. But nobody worked with you to tell you you are good in this.
Yes.
You can be in performing art.
Yes. Yes.
You can be a good artist.
Yes.
So that is what it is doing. So we are going to have people
Okay.
going forward,
Okay.
children who have a cutting edge in music industry,
Yes.
in production industry. We have to have engineers that started engineering from a young age.
Yes.
They are not only choosing engineering course because they're in university. They have seen what they can do.
Okay.
And so they are motivated to perfect it. So even the choice of courses to do,
Yes.
they are going to take a path depending with their strength. So a teacher is key.
Okay.
And we have to be mentors.
Okay.
We have to drop the title of I do not know. We have to be tutors. We have to sit and understand the child.
Sure, okay.
So that we
are able to.
And that is why I'm saying CBC is a good deal.
It's a good. Okay. Wow. Moving forward,
Yeah.
there's one of the issues that you talk to parents. They always mention the issue of internet. Is it a necessary evil, and how do you deal with it when it comes to children?
Internet is here to stay.
Yes.
Going forward, I don't have the demographics or the data.
Yes.
But I can tell you people who are earning their living from internet.
Yes.
Related jobs.
Yes.
They're just huge.
That's true.
And I believe we can agree.
That's true.
Internet has robbed shops, their businesses.
Yes.
Because people are doing online.
Yes.
And if you have not even turned to it,
Yes.
then I am sure you are so analog that even your accounts can tell you. So we have to prepare children. That is a cutting edge in the job market.
Yes.
So yes, internet is a necessary evil. But the evil is because of the control. Internet is a good thing, we only need to control. My advice to parents would be, let us offer parental guidance.
Yes.
Just like we are mentoring children
Yes.
in all aspects. Digital literacy is one of the core competencies. In this, we have 7 core competencies in CBC or curriculum, competence-based curriculum.
Yes.
Digital literacy is one of the key pillars,
Yes.
or one of the core competencies.
Yeah.
Children have to have an email. If your child doesn't have an email address, you have to make sure they have an email address.
Yes.
They know how to get into the internet, to Google,
Yes.
and do online reading.
Yes.
And so many more. And we have to train our children to adapt to internet.
Yes.
The only thing is that we have to offer that guidance as teachers.
Guidance, yes.
So you have to choose which link children are going to work on. Don't give them just an open phone because you know there are these adverts that are keep popping on, the ads.
Yes.
And they are the ones which distract them. So we have to train them, and we have also to offer what we call parental control. You can register a line or an account for your child as a parent, and you register it as for a minor.
Yes.
So even the service provider knows that this account is for a minor. So the ads that do not pop up to this child, but they can pop up to the adults.
Adults, yes.
Just like in TV, where we control the panels, we control what they will watch, which programs, which stations.
Yes.
So I want to, and thank you for giving more time to that question.
Yes.
Because internet has done more harm than good.
Yeah, sure.
Because parents did not train. They left an open book for children to look for information.
Yes.
We need to restrict where they, depending with age. You go to Netflix, it will tell you this movie,
Yes.
and up to age 16. So we make sure we only allow them to access information that is suitable for their age.
So this issue, the parent, because we are living in a kind of, let's say, we are so busy that maybe even the time you spend with the children is very minimal.
Yeah.
So you're leaving your child with the house manager or the house help and the phones, and like you're saying, the TV. Which word would you tell that kind of a parent who maybe finds that he's so busy for the children and leaves all these unattended for?
The greatest investment is a child.
Yes.
If you don't fix it now, you will fix it when it will be uncorrectable. The damage is already done. They will be beyond repair.
Yes.
It is good to be conscious now as parents,
Yes.
as teachers, as society, and give attention to these children, because we have left internet and phones, TV to babysit our children. In fact, for your information,
Yes.
the house managers in our home, managers in our homes, they do not care about those moral issues.
Yes.
Theirs is to make sure the children are clean,
Yes.
they have eaten, their home is tidy,
Yes.
so that when you come for inspection,
Yes.
the tables are
Everything.
sparkling clean,
Yes.
the utensils are, the home is kept.
Yes.
But you're losing on the child. They are watching pornography with these children. They will put movies for their levels as house managers.
Yes.
When children are there, they will give their phones to their children, and children will even view content that is beyond.
Yes.
So we are doing damage. You would rather take your child to, and I think this will be very popular, to what we call, I don't know what we call, the daycare.
Yes.
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 We would rather, because there is a teacher.
Yes.
But even the house managers we have, you have to train them and tell them. And the controls have to be there. We have home fibers.
Yes.
We have internet in our homes. What do you think they do with the phones? There is obsession.
Yes. 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 Yes.
That level of obsession is both in adults and in children.
Yes.
So what I would tell today's parents,
Yes.
they have to be conscious. And you'll have to control.
Yes.
You have to employ house managers that are know what they're doing and guide them.
Yes.
You have to control. Either you do monitor through CCTVs.
Or anything.
So I want to encourage that we must do something. Parents, we must do something consciously.
Yes.
Intentional.
Yes.
Otherwise, we are losing the real investment.
Wow. I like what you said. Being intentional
Yes.
about it.
Yeah.
Being deliberate about it.
Yeah.
That is key. Going fast, I want you to help me on something. Same thing that I said initially, that Jesus loved children, and it's even written at some point that they wanted to come to, say, meet and greet Jesus.
Yeah.
But his disciples were kind of limiting him. And Jesus was quick to tell the disciples, "Let the children come to me."
Yes.
Now, the question I would really love you to help you. Would Jesus be happy if he comes and find the way we are treating our children?
Outrightly, no. Just like the disciples,
Yes.
Today's society has a low opinion, and the culture, I think it is our culture,
Yes.
we see children as a nuisance. Just like visitors would come home, and it's as if children don't belong. There is that look you are given, and you had to get away, and visitors mean more, or are given central stage.
Yes.
During serving, there were those plastic bowls, old, but when visitors come in, you will draw the best, the state-of-art utensils. Why?
Yes.
Whose home is that?
Yes.
Is it for the visitor or for these children?
For these children.
Fine.
Yes.
Therefore, it is the same mentality the disciples had.
Yes.
Children came to see Jesus, and Jesus loved, had passion for children, and has passion for children even today. And they stopped them because they thought they are being stubborn, they are being a nuisance, they are disturbing the ministry for Jesus.
Yes.
Jesus is so busy, should be healing the sick, the cripple, and forgetting the children. But what did Jesus tell them? Hey,
let the children come to me.
Let the children come to me. He even went, I want to quote Matthew 18 and 19.
Go ahead.
And if you mind, go and do more study about it.
Yes.
Jesus in 19, Matthew 19, that is where he said, let children come to me. That is verse 13.
Okay.
Let little children come to me, and do not hinder them from the kingdom of heaven, for the kingdom of heaven belong to such as this.
Yes.
I want to send you to go and to direct you go and do to the whole chapter 18.
Okay.
Talks about the consequences of those people who stop children from accessing Christ.
Yes.
And there are very, very stern warnings here given. Jesus asked, who is greater? The disciples asked, who is greater in the kingdom? Do you know Jesus went back to tell them, it is for those who believe, who are like little children. Do you know that answer was very specific? That he had noted that people undermine children and wanted to show the vital or the pivotal role of children in the ministry of Jesus. And though he told them, whoever humbles himself like the child is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven. And whoever welcomes a little child like this in my name welcomes me. So he likened himself to the children.
Yes.
But even one causes one of these little ones who believes in me. You can go on and on.
Yes.
It would be better for him to have a large millstone hang around the neck.
Yes.
He didn't mince his words.
Yes.
He knew, and he means it today. We have people who are pedophiles today.
Yes.
We have, in the persons of priests, people who are sodomizing young children.
Yes. Yes.
We have house managers who are molesting young children. We have people like us parents who connect internet to our homes, and we do not offer control. We are being told that we are misleading one of these little ones. And Jesus says that this is what you do.
There is a consequence for that.
And read it. He even talks about the parable of the lost sheep.
Yes.
And do you know how he starts it? It's amazing.
Yes.
Verse 10 of chapter 18. Yes. See that you do not look down on one of these little ones. His reference is still in children.
Yes, the little ones.
And he's saying, for I tell you that there are angels in heaven always see the face of my Father in heaven. So he talks about a shepherd.
Wow.
If he lost one sheep, he would leave the 99
to go and get that one.
And he would be so happy to see one.
Wow.
So I want to say that the topic about Jesus and children,
it's huge.
Is huge. Is a debate that would go on and on.
Okay.
And by the way, children are the mirror of the society today.
Sure.
If you want to know who we are, go to schools.
Yes.
And call the teenage, the people, the learners in secondary school.
Yes.
Interact with them. That is what
is a reflection
of the society.
Wow. Tell me, what would be Jesus' agenda right now for children?
Today.
Yes.
You talk about safety. They are not safe. Our children are neglected. He will talk about love and safety. You know, when I talk about love, let me talk about love, because love will attract safety, will come in. You know, when you love children, you will be intentional in what you do to them. You will make sure you take. Why do you have street children? It's because there is no love.
Sure.
Why do you have single mothers bringing up their children alone? There is somebody somewhere who is not intentional. He sired a child and left. So to today's community, let us make sure homes are a safe place for our children. Let us make sure schools are a safe place for our children. There is love. There is affection. Their rights are not infringed. Let us uphold champions. That's right. Right. Because they will take us when we are old. We neglected them when they were young. They will neglect us when we are old.
Wow.
And we will be helpless. We have an image in them that they matter to us. When you're old, James, your children or the children of that who will be adults, they will take care of us. They will champion to make sure we have pension. We have good medical facilities and services, even though we are not earning. Look at US, because children's rights are upheld and championed. The generation that is here today, is there today, is also making sure that the old are well taken care of. They have homes, they can access pension, they can access medical facility, good facility services, even if they pay less.
That one I agree. I agree with it. That if we take care of our children,
they will take
care of us. Wow.
They will shape the destiny of this country. They will. Or the world.
Wow. Wow, you had it. We started with how do we make our schools a safe space for our children. And then we have just added that part one, same thing that Jesus still would emphasize on the safety of our children. You know, love. So we are having a conversation with Mr. Muchiri, and we are talking about children, you know, because children, even to God, they matter very much. So be tuned in, catch up the next conversation in our section, part 2 of this conversation. Still advancing the same conversation on children. We'll be talking about the boy child. So for now, it's a bye-bye. Catch up in the next video. Thank you.